So basic requirements to form a network, right? So what we discussed, that one about NIC. Already I told about NIC, guys. Every device must have a NIC to communicate in the network. That is, we discussed before we start a networking itself. So every device must have a NIC to connect in the network. Okay, either wired type of connectivity or wireless type of connectivity. Wired type of connectivity or a wireless type of connectivity. Wired type of connectivity. So using a RJ45 connector, you can see either we are adding a new NIC to our desktop or a server, or it can be on a built-in motherboard also. So even for a laptops, we can get this connector. So this is, we call it as a LAN port. The port, we call it as a LAN port, Ethernet port kind of stuff, RJ45 socket, LAN socket kind of stuff. Okay. The adapter, we call it as a Ethernet adapter. It is LAN card, Ethernet card, we can call it. Ethernet means it is a 10 Mbps data transmission speed. Fast Ethernet, it is a 100 Mbps data transmission speed. Gigabit Ethernet is 1000 Mbps or 1 Gbps Ethernet. The connector is means a socket. We are using RJ45 socket or RJ45 connector we are having to connect our cables. RJ means registered jack. For wireless connectivity, inbuilt in your mobile phone or a tablets kind of stuff, there is an inbuilt Wi-Fi related chipset. And in your laptops or for your desktops, you can have built-in or additional external connectivities. So this is USB type of Wi-Fi connector, and this is laptop built-in Wi-Fi arrangement. It is adapter. It is, and this is a wireless adapter. Okay. Every NIC has a MAC address. Okay, every NIC has their own MAC address given by manufacturer of NIC, given by the manufacturer of that NIC only. Different manufacturers are there, guys. Dell company, TP-Link company is there, a Qualcomm company, Connextent company, Realtek companies. So there are different companies will building this NICs, either wired or wireless. Okay, these NICs having a MAC address on it. MAC address means physical address. 48-bit in size it is, and it represented in 12 hexadecimal. MAC addresses cannot be changeable. How to check MAC address? You can use a get MAC command or ipconfig /all. And also you can go to the adapter ncpa.cpl, double click on your adapter. So you can get. Already I have shown, that's why I'm not giving more time on it. Okay, please verify that previous. Next one is media. Okay, so what are the different cables we are using to connect the devices? So first of all, we'll see that. Okay. So guys, mainly we are using three type of cables in the networking part. So coaxial cable, twisted pair cable, and a fiber optical cable. In our regular networks, we are using this twisted pair cable. The name is UTP or a STP type of cables. In twisted pair, again, two types, UTP or a STP type of UTP and STP type. Okay. So first of all, we'll discuss about a coaxial cable. So in this coaxial cable, guys, this is one main wire is there like this. This is a main copper wire. which actually we are transmitting data through it. We are transmitting our signals or data through this main copper wire. It is shielded with one elastic, means a non-conducting material. So no other things won't happen. Like usually plastic. And it again covers with so like this you can say there is a copper mesh on this cable. There is a copper mesh on this insulation material. What is the use of this copper mesh? It protects your cable, your signal from the electromagnetic interference. You can see the copper mesh on it. So in a world, we have a lot of electromagnetic signals in the open space. A lot of electromagnetic signals are running. Okay. If that signal is touches your main copper wire, center copper wire, so it means it disturb your actual signal. It generate a crosstalk. Electromagnetic interference causes crosstalk. Crosstalk means it's a mixture of signals. So your actual signal loss will occur. Okay. So what is the use of this copper mesh? Copper mesh will absorb the signal and not allow the signal to touch the main part. And there is a different type of connectivities like a BNC type of connectivities also there. Queries. Okay. So this type of connectivities like a BNC, British Naval connector, some T connectors are there. So usually in network, when we are using a bus topology kind of stuff, we use this type of network. Okay. 1 second, I forgot to connect this. Guys, can you able to hear? Yeah, very good. Very good. Okay. Yeah. So we are using these coaxial cables in bus topologies. And of course, we are used in a olden days, the cable TV type of network. Even now also we are using for a TV purpose in a okay. 1 second. 1 second, guys. Yeah, dish antenna to our TV. There is a wire now, so that is also our coaxial cables. But nowadays we are not using these coaxial cable for a networking purpose. We are using twisted pair cables. Just be online. 1 second, I will check one. Okay, guys, can you able to, okay, now just, yeah, twisted pair cable. Can you see there is a lot of wires in this cable? Okay, so there is a wires like this. So the pair of wires means two wires are twisting like this. So it is a one pair, means two wires. So four pair cable means eight wires are there. Okay, eight wires means it's a four pair cable it is. So this is four pair cable. Okay, so in this one again, unshielded twisted pair cable, shielded twisted pair cable is there. Unshielded twisted pair cable means it does not contain shielding on it. So we can search in Google like it is UTP and STP. Okay, so there is a shielding. You can see there is a shielding on it. What is the use of this shielding? Shielding protects our cable signals. What are the signals it is going on? This the shield will protect from electromagnetic interference. Electromagnetic interference. So difference between UTP, STP, STP having shielding, UTP do not have shield. Remaining is same. Outer jacket is there. That's it. Pair of wires are twist each other. So wire twist is it will decrease the attenuation. So then it increase the speed of data transmission. Now we don't go to involve any data transmission lines theory now. Okay. So eight pair cable. It is four wires are involved. RJ45. Already I told this one registered jack field part. So this is the RJ45 plugs, guys. This is RJ45 socket. The cable, this is the cable. This is called a patch cable, also called as LAN cable. We are using our regular LAN network. These cables only we are using. So going to the your laptop, desktop, or a server to the RJ45 socket like LAN connector. Another side it is going to the switch or another device. Okay. These cables, these wires, you can see different colors are there. Different colors are there. Okay. So what is that colors? Orange color, green color, blue color, and brown color is there. And it is paired with another color. Orange is paired with white orange. Green color wire is green, white green. Okay. Blue paired with a white blue. Brown is paired with the white brown wire. Okay. And these cables are also having different categories. In the olden days, still now we are using this Cat1 cable. It is our telephone cable. So when you see any BSNL type of connectivities, BSNL telephone, so you can see the backside that a telephone connection is the RJ11 type. It is two pair cable, comes under Cat1 cable. Cat1 is not used for direct network communication, telephone communication. From Cat2 onwards, it is RJ45, 4 pair cables only. Currently, we are using Cat6 cable, 1 Gbps data transmission speed cable. Okay, currently we are using Cat6 cable. And other cables, for example, you Cat3, Cat4 is more popular from the starting because it's giving more than 10 Mbps data transmission speed. Cat5 from 100 Mbps, fast Ethernet type of speed you are getting. Cat5 is a moderated, means fast Ethernet. It is very useful for that. To make this type of cable and for troubleshooting, we use certain things. So this is the cable tester, guys. Okay, cable tester it is. So you have a cable like this. One end of the cable goes to this side, another cable and is go to this side. So then we can test it to make sure that this wiring and connecting to this plug connection like this is good or not. Sometimes it is not fixing properly, or maybe some issues by some cracks occurs inside cable columns or damages in these locations. So you may not get proper connectivity. So this will decide the cable is good or not. Okay, cable tester it is. Crimping tool. So you have a wires like this, and this is the connector. So you want to you have to insert these wires into inside, and use this crimping tool to make a cable like this. Okay, like this you can able to connect it. For this one, crimping tool is required. Okay. So connecting the devices. So we are connecting one device to another device, right? So for example, I have a PC and I have a switch. I want to connect from this PC to the search port. Okay. So then here I use a cable called a straight cable. Okay. Straight cable. Okay. Straight cables are used for a different devices. Okay. Crossover cables are used to connect similar devices. For example, I have another switch. I have another switch. I want to connect this switch port to this switch port. Both are similar devices, but I want to make a big connectivity. So then, so it is, I use a crossover type of cable. Okay. Rollover cable. So rollover cable purpose is different. Okay. So why we should connect like that and all, there is a theory part is there. Okay, straight cable, cross cable. So straight cable use for connecting different devices like PC to switch, switch to router, like that. Okay, and crossover cable used to connect a similar devices, PC to PC, switch to switch, router to router, PC to router kind of stuff. Okay, so rollover cable, we are using this cable specifically to connect switches, Cisco switches, Juniper switches, routers to configure it. We are connecting with this type of cables. That is more than enough. Okay. Guys, understand basic points in a twisted pair cable. Generally, we use these twisted pair cables in our regular network. LAN cable or a patch cable. These are cables. We are names for our cables. The connectivity is RJ45. Connector and socket we are used to in this type of connection. So in twisted pair cable, two types, STP, UTP type of cables. Generally, we are using UTP only, unshielded twisted pair cable. Okay. Difference is STP having shielding, which is protect your data from electromagnetic interference. It is a four pair, means it is 8 wires in it. It has a different colors. Okay, so orange, green, blue, white, brown color. So each one is paired with their white colors like a orange, white, orange, green, white, green, blue, white, blue, brown, white, brown colors. And these cables are different categories. The Cat1 cables used for telephone communication purpose. The connectivity is RJ40, RJ11 because it's two pair wire. All remaining are RJ45 because it support 4 pair cables, means 8 wire cables. Current version of category, of course, Cat 7 may be there, but generally we are all using Cat 6 cable because it support up to 1 Gbps connection. This is a testing tool, so use it to test the cable to make sure that cable is functioning good or not. Okay. Understand, guys?
Sir,
Very good. Any doubts? Yes, sir. 5, 10 minutes. Okay, guys. Next is fiber optical cables. These cables are made up of glass. Okay. Our coaxial cable and twisted pair cables are made up of copper. So main conductor is copper. In this one, it is a glass material. Glass obviously it is a cheaper, and glass is not reacted to any electromagnetic interferences. Okay, so we are using here is light waves. Fine, 2 minutes. So we are using a light wave signal. We are using a light wave signal. So signal we are passing, this is a light wave signal. Okay, we are using a light wave. Light is a main signal. Here it is in copper wires, electrical signal. Okay, in a coaxial cables and UTP STP cable, we are using electrical signal. In this one, we are using light wave signals. Fiber optic cables are very useful for very long distance communications and very high speed data transmission. It's 10 Gbps, 20 Gbps data transmission. You can go through these fiber optical cables. There is a main core and it is covered with a cladding, and there is a strength in membrane outer jackets are there. Our STP UTP cables maximum limited is 100 meters distance and a limited speed capacity. Not used for regular LAN communications, server storage, core routers, kind of stuff we are using. We don't use fiber optic cables for a regular LAN communication. WAN communication means like a internet purpose. Okay, we are getting internet from fiber optical cables only. Okay, through WASN. So under WASN, fiber optical cables are there.
sir, your voice is not audible, sir.
Not audible. Very good.
It's a present is audible, sir. Sometimes, like in middle of the lecture, cut, voice is like some disturbance, like it's
Okay,
not
good.
audible, sir.
So here it is under WASN. We have a fiber optical cables. So these countries, continents are connected through this fiber optical cables only. This is under WASN. You want to see live, then also you can go to this site called a submarine cable map. Okay. So we are all getting internet from the fiber optic cables through the washers, not from the satellites. Okay. Next one is it is cheaper as well as a costly because it's made up of glass. The cable cost is very less, but usage, connectivities, other equipment, the overall cost increases. And we don't require that much of high-speed data transmission in regular LAN. In regular LAN, UTP, STP is enough. Okay. But in coming to this fiber optic cable, where we are using server rooms, storage area network, like a high-speed data transmission is required for in a server-related core routing concepts where the main ISP provider, core internet routers, they use fiber optical cables because lot of data transmission, high-speed data transmission is required. So this is about your cables, guys. Why we cannot use for a regular LAN? Because our desktop or laptop is normal UTP STP connection only. But you want to connect fiber optical, you need this kind of host bus adapters separately, separate cables, separate fiber optical connector switches are required. That's why we don't prefer to use fiber optical in a regular LAN networks. Okay. Next one we will discuss about a networking devices. So after small break, guys, please take a 15 minutes of break. I will join in a 15 minutes. So 3:40, 3:55. Take
Okay,
a
sir.
break. Already we are in a delay. Please come back fast. 3:55.